Okay, this is for the top moulding. I'm going to have to do this a little bit on the fly. Apologise, I did actually run out of time this week. So make sure you've got your verniers. I'm going to do the top section, but using the base section to actually draw it. Now, first things I'm going to do, if you take the other half of the plug and just measure the depth of the lip. Now, on my verniers, that comes out at 3mm. And I know that the gap when they go together is about 1mm. So I'm not 100% sure what that says, but we shall model through. I'm just putting together. Yes, they do actually rest on there. We've got to make sure. I'm just looking through the hole where the wire goes through for that. So to start with, go to my sketch menu. I go to sketch on there. And I'm going to pick that face there for now. Okay, and then I'm going to convert entities, but I'm going to be very careful. I'm just going to pick the outside edge and say select chain. So I've got to select one more. It's not going to do it for me, but never mind. I'm just going to select all the way around on this one here and there. And I'm going to go across here because we're going to put that hole in later on. Probably one of the last things we actually do. You can put it in before, but just to make it more accurate. So I've selected all the edges I want to convert, and there I have got the outside of that lip. So I'm now going to go to features, extrude boss base. Okay, I don't want the whole lot. So first of all, my distance I need to go 3mm, but I also, which actually comes to that surface, so I'm going to put that 3.25 just to allow for that gap. So 3.25. It doesn't really matter. But just to do that, and I'm going to go to thin features, reverse that, and I want that down to 1mm, and there we go. Now I've made a mistake already, so I need to go back into that. So right hand click over that and go to edit features, and if you've already realised, I don't want to merge entities, so there we go from there. So now I've got that. If I just hide the bottom plug on there I can now start to do my top part of the plug. Now it's quite interesting. I can do the outside quite easy, so I'm just going to measure the next bit because it's virtually the same as the other one, but I am going to go to the outside. So I know that it's 3mm. I'm going to measure it down to the bottom. So my width for the next bit is, I see that as 8.5mm. So I again go to sketch. I'm going to sketch on that plane. Sketch. I'm going to convert entities again. Okay, is it going to select a chain for me? No, it's line properties, I beg your pardon. Oh, it's done it all the way around. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but it has. Features. I'm going to again extrude boss base. And what did I say? 8.5. And that's the bar. Again, thin features on that side. Now that goes all the way to the bottom. I'm actually going to go both sides this time. So direction 2. No, not direction 2. So there's one direction there. I'm actually going to go mid plane, and I'm going to put, that's 1mm either side. So it's not quite enough. So I'm going to change that to 2. So there we go. You see that move there? And then green tick, and I now have that section of the plug from that there. I've also got to measure down on the inside of the plug, because remember last time it was about 1mm difference. But that measurement there is 9mm, so it's about 0.5mm difference. This is also this from the inside, no, so there's a lot more than that. So I'm going to create the outside bit. I'm just going to double check my measurement again. So the total measurement should be around about 12, about 11.8, but let's say 12mm. So I'm just going to double check that. Now this little tool up here, measuring tape, I'll click on the top surface and I will click on that bottom surface, and it said 11.75. That's actually quite perfect. That's what my verniers say, so I know that's to the bottom section. So what I'm going to do now, just escape to get out of that. I'm actually going to sketch, okay, on this bottom surface, okay, and I am going to convert a few entities. So it's going to convert entities. It's done the outside for me again. That's going to give me like that. I want to check something, so I'm going to bring back the top half, make sure I've got this round the right way. So just tickle that little arrow there, and if I go up to solid bodies, just click on there, click on that, it'll bring it back for me, so it's not hidden anymore. So I know that the fat end of that plug that I'm doing now comes to the opposite end, so I've got that upside down, so I need to change that round. So that is the right orientation now. So I'm still in that sketch. I need to make some measurements. Now I'm going to do across the actual base. So make sure you take the bit of card off. And that dimension, you got your verniers right. That dimension is 48 right across. So press spacebar. Oh, wrong one. Press spacebar. Go onto that one. I'm going to draw my centre line in. I'm still in the sketch. From there to there. Okay, and I'm going to draw a line over here somewhere. Okay, and I'll draw a line over here somewhere. Then select, and I'm just going to make these symmetrical. So hold the shift key down, centre line, and that line. Okay, it makes symmetrical, and then put a smart dimension of 48 millimeters. Okay, so I now know that is the outskirts of my plug. Now you could do this by photograph. I don't have time, but I also have on me a little measuring device to measure the radius. And I think, just look at that, it's about 4. No, it's bigger than that. I don't go big enough. That's a shame. I think it's probably about 16 millimeters. So go to my trim tool. I'm going to take that one out and that one out, and I am going to bring that line, just come out trim, that line across to meet that one across to meet that one. Doesn't like me because it's still attached. Go back to trim, take that one out. Okay, there we go. So I've got my base there. I'm going to go to my perimeter circle. Now normally it's 3 points, so I can do that and that. Give me that there. And I'm going to do the same this side. I don't actually have to do that because I could mirror. Let's bring that up there, about there. Okay, I'm going to make these equal. So shift key, press the equal sign, and I'm going to give a smart dimension of, that's 19. I'm going to make that 14, just see what that looks like. That looks a bit small to me. Again, just by eye, I'm going to just double check that. With the verniers, actually 16. Let's do it at 16. So just double click on that there, change it to 16. Make sure your num locks off because I keep doing that. I've got my lines going up there. Now I'm going to take a measurement, approximate measurement, from there to where it starts to curve in, and I've got a measurement of about 23 millimeters. So go to my construction line, or center line, which is construction line, go across all there, and I'm going to put a dimension of 23 to there. So I wasn't too far off. It's amazing how accurate your eye can be, but don't depend on it. Now I've already got that dimension there. I just want to look to see how far that comes off from that radius. It's actually on that bend radius, and we've already got that bend radius, so we need to start a curve that goes from there to there. Now I could measure this, but I'm going to use the arc tool, and I'm going to pick a point there, and about there at the moment, and I'm just going to leave that there. Not going to define anything. It is defined, but I'm not going to define it yet. And I'm going to use my trim tool just to take that, my trim tool, just to take that out, that and that out. I'll take the inside of that out. I'll take that out as well. This will be easy with the other plug not shown, but I need it at the moment. Now on here, press escape. If I click on that edge there, on the line, and that one there, you can see there actually is a tangential relationship already. Let's put it in there. And also I want to do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to go to trim, use that, and that off. Go to my arc tool, go from that point there to that point there. I'll go to about there. I've got to make sure that that actually is tangential to it. Perfect. Just going to make sure actually I've done this properly. So that one there, hold shift key down, click on there, and go tangent. Yes, it is tangent, but I need to get rid of those lines, so it may take that away. So go to the trim tool, just trim that out, trim that out, trim anything else out there. Actually what I can do, if I just go into my history here, let's just hide solid body. There we go. So you see I've still got that line there, that there, that there, that there. And you can see that that one is blue, so I need to define that. So what's wrong with it? Okay, let's see what I can do. I'll go up to here. I'm going to cheat, fully defined sketch. I'm going to click on that line, okay, and calculate, and it may just put a measurement in. No, it's still blue. That is unusual. Let's just put a radius on that. That's 31.4. It's gone black. Okay, let's just see what this one is. Yeah, they're equal. That's good. I'm now going to features, extrude boss base. I'm still in the sketch, and actually bring that up by 2.5. So let's change that to 2.5. Obviously select, it says selected contours, so let's do that, let's do it all actually, because we can take out the inside. So that's that part there. Give it a green tick, make sure it's joined, which it is. And what I need here is to double check that's depth in there. So if I go to my little measuring tape, click on that surface there and click on that one, I have distance 11.75. Now I think that is wrong, but I think that's just the outside, so we're going to have to come either up or down a piece. It might be equal if the designer's done there. No, actually I have a 9.5. Now a little trick here, so just look very carefully. So I'm going to go to sketch. Okay, I'm going to click on that there because I want to sketch in there. I'm going to convert entities, so that's the outside. Perfect. I now want to go to features. I want to extrude boss base. No, I don't want to extrude boss base, I beg your pardon. I want to extrude cut. Okay, and I'm going to do, that one's going down, but I'm going to do a little calculation in this box which you can do. So I know that was 11.75 minus 9 point, I forgot my measurement now. What did I say it was? 9.5, 9.5. Okay, you can do that in your head, but it's just to show you it's 2.25. And give that a green tick, and it's done it for you. So there we go. The only last thing to do, I would actually normally put a fillet on the outside of that there, but it's not. It doesn't make any difference at all. Now the other thing I would actually do on this one is actually work on this surface, but I'll do that in the next video.